It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defense. It feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? But sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. The motion man is Sanders. On 2nd down, Young. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. They get 25 on that connection. It's a Carolina first down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Young fires quick. That's Thielen. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, Young. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And that will lead to a second down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Throwing on second down, Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
They'll run with Hubbard. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, second down and goal. One more time, it's Hubbard. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third and goal coming up.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up third down.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on third and goal? Here's the pistol snap to Young. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Xavier Legette, touchdown Carolina. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point is good. The Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
They put the tight end Brown in motion. Tua out quick. See what Tyreek can do. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
In motion, it's Waddle. On first down, Tagovailoa. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. This duo, dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another first.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll motion the tight end Smith. 2-and-out on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Tua to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them. Early in this game, that's already 2 sacks allowed.
On fourth down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. Young to throw on first and 10. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. Second down and 8. They'll motion over Thielen. A second down throw for Young. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Tremble comes in motion. He'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Young to throw on first down. This one to the tight end, Tremble. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Motion man, set right. To throw, Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On fourth down, on is Sam Martin to punt. Malik Washington deep for Miami. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Dolphins offense ready for their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. A shotgun snap for Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. Off play action, it's Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
To the left side, in the hands of Hill. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
In motion, it's Waddle. Throwing on third down, Tungo Bailoa. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Sending a receiver right. On first and 10, here's Young. His tight end Tremble over the middle. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, so first and 10 here now at the 38. Tremble comes in motion. On first down is Young. Looks to the right side and corralled by Thielen.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Tremble comes in motion. From the gun, it's Young. He'll get this out to his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Tremble comes in motion. On 2nd down, Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. A run with Hubbard. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On first down, it's right back to Hubbard. Not much there. He'll get this down inside the 40. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Hubbard. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is Bradley Chubb. Tough to stop. He comes up with the sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Tremble comes in motion. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He is in. Touchdown, Panthers.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Panthers move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, Malik Washington. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Play action. Tagovailoa. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I love the timing between the receiver and the quarterback. It's a really nice route. He's going to take this up the field, and then when he pulls that string back and he comes out of his break, the ball is there immediately. You can't wait for the receiver to actually look. This ball is well in the air before that receiver comes out of his cut.
Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Ohio State.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike, well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. First and 10. Now Young gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On first down, it is Hubbard. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Tremble comes in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Over the middle. He's got Leggett. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. We're going to run right over center with Hubbard. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Third and 5. Back to throw. Young. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now, the extra point. It's up and good. And the Panthers will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once again. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Hill brought in motion. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Now a first down throw for Tua. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Tua going to give it to Achane. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. 3rd and long. Hill brought in motion. On 3rd down, they'll go with Achane. They'll get 19 out of that play. 1st down, Miami.
More often than not, Mike, when a team decides to keep the ball on the ground on a 3rd and long like this, typically the next play is either a punt or a field goal. But give credit here to this play caller. He saw something in the defense, gives the ball to his back, and he's able to pick up big yardage and the 1st down.
The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Open man, Malik Washington. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Tua to throw again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to be 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So on 4th down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This a 48-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are on the board just before halftime.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in the 1st half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw, Young. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
So we reach halftime in what has been, to this point, a one-sided game. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our Halftime Report.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Dolphins get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They motion a receiver right. Young to throw on 1st and 10. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Here's 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. Young to throw on 1st down. A short one there, caught by Tremble.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3rd down and 9. To throw is Young. He's got his man. That's Leggett. 17 yards that time to number 17.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Another run here with Hubbard. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll send him over to the left. Here's Young. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Panthers are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. To the sideline. Waddle grabs it. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's Tua. That's to Waddle again. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now he'll run it.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the bootleg, here's Tua. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. On the carry, here's Achane. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Man in motion, heading left. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Tremble comes in motion. A second down throw for Young. A throw left side caught by Sanders. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On the give, it's Hubbard. And he'll get about 5. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he will score. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now the try for an extra point. He knocks it through. And the Panthers will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Tua. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Hill brought in motion. Play action. Tagovailoa. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Hill brought in motion. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achan. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Tua. This one complete to Washington. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And he finds Tyreek. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Again, it's Tua. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
3rd and 6. Man in motion here is Washington. Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. To the end zone, it's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. And now they'll try to finish up strong. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, And it sets up third down. To throw is Young. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
A couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. A run with Hubbard. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, and they'll run. Here's Hubbard. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That, not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Here comes 3rd and 6. The motion man is Sanders. Here's a carry for Dowdle. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Now it's Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. A shotgun snap for Tua. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. That is brought in. And he is going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now Dowdle. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run with Dowdle. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. And this will be from 42 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is Tua. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
From the gun, here's Tua. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Tua now on third down. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Dolphins first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
This throw right side is caught by Hill. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Throwing again, it's Tua. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all.